Hi guys, Stu Davison here, NZX Dairy Team, with this week's market update. GDT 285 happened last night. GDT index slid 0.9%, whole milk powder and skim milk powder eased 0.5%, butter prices slid 5.4%, making the biggest impact to that GDT index price. AMF dropped 0.8%. Cheese prices actually increased, and that's on the back of more volume on offer for cheddar, which is quite exciting. You can see in the bottom left graph there, not all good to see everything sort of facing downwards. However, this is the fourth slide we've seen for the GDT index price in a row. However, what we are seeing is that prices are still firm. These aren't massive movements. So whole milk powder is still above the $4,000 a tonne mark. Very positive for the farm gate milk price holding to the current forecast, which is ideal. The big one for this auction was the North Asia's percentage share of buying for whole milk powder. As you can see in that top right graph, that black line drops away sharply as they reduce the volume they bought. However, the other side of that is that everyone else in the global regions actually came to the party and bought larger volumes of whole milk powder than previous auctions. This really highlights that the demand for whole milk powder is global and not just North Asia and China controlling that volume. So really good to highlight that demand is there and it's not going to fall over instantly when China's filled its boots. 21-22 season kicks off last 2 days and over the weekend. Unfortunately, Canterbury's been hit with some devastating flooding. Really feeling sorry for guys out there having to clean up farms and sort the mess up. We're thinking of you, and hopefully everything goes well for the cleanup. From a market perspective, we're not sure on the flow-on effects for milk production in Canterbury. My thinking is there'll definitely be some. However, will it be measurable is another question altogether. But some guys are going to struggle with paddocks and grass being destroyed and moved around and impacted. The silver lining for the flooding out of Canterbury is that soil moistures across the region have returned to good levels. So unfortunately, the silver lining of the flooding. Waikato, North Island, on the whole, looking good. Grass growing quite nicely up there. No real worries of feed in front of cows, so that's quite cool. Farm changes happen, so good luck to everyone there. Fonterra's opening milk price came out over the last week, $7.25 to $8.75, $1.50 range with a midpoint of $8. Super exciting for an $8 milk price to be announced. They narrowed last year's forecast range down to $7.45 to $7.65, midpoint of $7.55. Still a good milk price. Synlait has matched Fonterra's midpoint price with $7.55 for last season and announced an $8 payout for this season we're in now. So very exciting on the milk price front. Now, a little bit of side advertisement here. Nick Garden, the manager of NZX Dairy Derivatives, and myself from the dairy team doing a roadshow through the South Island, looking to just educate people that are keen to understand dairy derivatives and how they work for their businesses, etc. So we'll be keen to cover things like milk price futures and options and how they can be used in your business. Also, whole milk powder, skim milk powder futures and options, butter and AMF futures. So if you want to know more, we'll be keen to come see it and chat. More than keen to help out. So sing out, my email will be there somewhere, and be keen to hear from you. Thanks, guys. See you next week.